Sub G's. So today, I want to talk about one concept that has always served me well in life. For some reason, I feel the urge. I feel the itch to insult people, to brutally insult people. Now, when I insult people, I don't view it as insulting people. This is something that has been told to me. When I do it, it just feels like I just tell someone the truth, right? Like I give an example. So let's say someone walks by. It's just very skinny, right? Obviously hasn't been to the gym. Like like these skinny people who have like their elbows like hang out and shit. Like it's like so skinny that you can like see the bone and everything like hanging out. That's how skinny they are. And I'll just be like, yeah, you're like this guy's skinny. Or let's say I just I'm in the gym working out with someone. He started to work out with me. I'm like, hey, bro, like how you go to gym often because you look super skinny. Now for me, that's not an insult. That's just, bro, you're skinny. But then I realized, why do people say that I'm insulting them? It's because they feel like shit when I tell them that. And why do I feel like shit? Because they know it's true. So, what good can you take from that? What you should do more is you should tell people the truth, which means you should make people feel more like shit. And funny enough, if you do that, that actually makes people perform way better. Let me tell you a little story. So, one of my guys, one of my brothers, one of my business partners, he has someone who was trying to work for him. A little kid, just also trying to make some money, make some dough because we're making huge amounts of cash. Like, bruh, 100 G's a month. He's making 80 G's a month. So this one guy is like, I want to work with you. And my friend put him in the company, and it was some little work here and there. And it turned out that guy was not really working that hard. So my friend was like complaining to me, like this soldier that I have, we call them soldiers. Soldier that I have is not really working that hard. What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. I care about him, so I don't really want to kick him out. But at the same time, I can feel he's not giving 100%. So I'm like, okay, let's call with him. Let's just, bro, like, pull up the computer. Let's call him. All right, cool. So we call him. I'm like, hey, bro, how are you doing? Smiling, making me feel a little bit nice before I start to destroy him. And I basically tell him, look, bro, how do you see your life right now? He's like, yeah, it's okay, blah, blah. I'm like, do you have beautiful girls around you? It's like, no. I'm like, do you have cool friends? What are your friends like? They're like, they're not the best. I'm like, okay, so you have loser friends. It's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you do in your free time? It's like, yeah, I don't know, like, I like meet with friends. Sometimes we go clubbing and drink. I'm like, all right, not only do you have no chicks, but you're hanging out with loser friends. And everyone knows if you hang out with loser friends, you're a loser too. And you go and just lose your time, to waste your time in the club, not working. Instead of working for my friend and doing your job correctly, you're out there in the club with loser friends with no chicks, hanging around, and probably what you do at the end of the day is you go home, in the night and jack off because you don't even get the smell of pussy. And this guy was absolutely shocked. Now, look, for me, I'm just telling him the truth. I just asked him, like, is that what you do or not? Like, just confirm. Do you do this or not? He's like, I guess so. And I'm like, don't you feel like a loser? Like, it's just a genuine question. Like, wouldn't you feel like a loser if you were doing? I mean, and you're probably doing what I just explained. But let's digress. But the moral of the story is what happened afterwards. I just, he was just in the call with my friend again, and he just told me that he got his first model that he can put to work. He got a model. So now he's gonna be doing 5 figures a month soon. And he told me one interesting thing. He told me since getting off the call, he thought about the call with me every single day, and it happened last week, every single day since it happened. And it's because I made him feel like shit, and that made him perform better. And that's what you need to do with yourself. Most of you guys, you like to feel good. You just like to be in bed. You just like to feel happy, bro. We don't do happy over here. Do I look like a happy person? And funny enough, I am a really happy person. But do I seem happy all the time? I'm actually not. Half the time I'm pissed off because I'm not at a mil a month. Half the time I'm pissed off because of certain things. I see people, I see things happening around me. And I'm like, I'm furious. I wake up angry. I'm like, why the fuck am I not there? And that's what you should be doing. And you know, most of the time now, I'm doing very, very well. So most of the time, it's like really hard to compare myself to people because everyone I look at is pretty much a broke boy. But even then, I feel the urge to become better. And it's because I'm brutally honest to myself. And that's why if I'm brutally honest to you, you feel like shit. Because if I tell you that all you do is wake up in the morning, I don't know what you do. Maybe you go to school, maybe you do nothing. If you go to school, you perform bad. You know, and look, I'm the type of person, I perform good at everything. So even when I was going to school, I still perform at the honors level, but I'm also a genius, so, you know, you do have to mention that. And then I go home, train, become Austin champion at U23 in my age, become Austin champion not only once, but twice, and more often in the 60 meters, in the 100 meters, in the 200 meters. I beat everyone. And I'm smarter than them. And then I make 100 G's a month, and then I spend it on my new Fendachi collection. I spend it on this. It's not even called Versace anymore. It's called Fendachi now. Spend 2 G's, which is more than most people make in the month because the average is like, I don't know, 2.5 grand or whatever they say. I don't know. I made like 50x that this month. And then we go with my friends, have some oysters, eat some seafood that costs like $800. I paid for it. And at the end of the day, compared to me, your life is just fucking boring. And it's because you're not brutally honest with yourself. Because when I was in your position, I was like, why can that person do that and I cannot do that? Prince, what the fuck is on? What the fuck is happening? You need to do something now. You need to find a plan now. You need to do something. So that's what I did. You need to be brutally honest with yourself. You need to be brutally honest with your friends. You need to be brutally honest with your parents. Bro, most of you guys are parents are just fucking, I mean, I hate to say it, but most of your parents are just losers. It get passed on, even your genetics. Most of you guys have just genes that make you just weak and fucking just lazy and just not attractive and everything. It starts with your parents. Your parents were loser parents. They came. Your dad was probably a loser. You know, couldn't get chicks. Found a loser mom. Made kids. Then you happened. And then now you are here making even more excuses, continuing to lose a cycle. You know, you could change all of that. It doesn't have to be like that. You could literally just be like, look, I'm gonna work extremely hard. I'm gonna go to the gym every single day. I'm gonna do my best at everything that I do. I'm gonna try to get chicks. I'm gonna try to learn how to be charismatic. I'm gonna make a plan how to be successful. You know, I'm gonna play more chess. Listen to Andrew Tate. He says, play more chess. Do everything that you can to improve anything. Read business books. Try to do business. Start a business now. But you won't do it because you're a loser. So, and, you know, maybe I'm being brutally honest with you right now. Who knows? Maybe yes, maybe no. But maybe you should look into the mirror and think, why am I where I'm at right now? What can I change? Why am I not changing it? When am I gonna change it? And am I gonna do it? It's very simple.